9/11 was fake.
You could. God damn it! See, we got another video right there. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ginger Mage.
I'm the Ultra Melanite.
Oh yeah, and today, so we got to talk about Syria today. It's not going to be any flat Earth stuff because we're going to kind of
shift.
Yeah, we're going to distribute the flat Earth stuff between every few videos. We don't want to overwhelm you with theories about how gravity isn't real. So yeah, man, you see what happened in Syria?
Yeah, dude.
Some shit.
What do you think about it? You think it was justified? Was it a justifiable bombing? Or was it a redirection from all of the crap that this guy got going on in the news?
Oh, you mean like Trump as far as like...
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just the United States. It was France and
England.
It was the UK too, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, one thing that was I found weird. In 2013, I found a tweet from Donald Trump about Barack Obama. And he said if you bomb Syria, you're just trying to divert attention from the crap you got going on. So I'm the type of person I believe that the same thing should be held both sides across the field, man. And you can't judge one side one way and judge one side the other way, man. So.
Yeah, but he has so many tweets contradicting himself, though.
Exactly.
So many. There's hundreds. There's an entire subreddit dedicated to it.
Would you consider yourself to be conservative?
In some things. Other things, not so much.
So you would consider yourself to be liberal?
It depends on the topic.
Would it matter on your view on what this guy is going
okay.
Does it play a part in your...
it makes me feel better that it wasn't just the United States, but at the same time, it's just not like one country just randomly bombing it. This was like pretty planned out. Especially for Trump. It was pretty planned out.
Pretty planned out.
So, but the question is, and this is like, it comes down to this whole, should we be interfering in other countries or should we not be interfering in other countries? That's the whole philosophy. Some people think we just need to completely pull out of the Middle East. We don't need to have it. Let them figure it out. And that's it. But then you have something like 9/11 happened where...
9/11 was fake.
You could... God damn it. See, we got another video right there.
You know, I'm a little different.
Right.
I think that it's all fake. I think it's all propaganda. Now, no doubt, most likely people died in Syria
from the gassing.
From the gassing and from the missile strikes. I think what they say, 16 people died or something like that.
I don't know about the missile. Like
from our missile strikes, I think there had to be 16. There had to be some
because they bombed. I was just reading about it, like 3 different areas.
So my question is just like John Lennon said: what is the purpose of all of this? Why are these countries fighting each other? So whenever I see something like that happens, like, why would a government gas its own people? I'm not saying that they didn't gas the people, don't get me wrong. Right. I'm saying that there was an alternative motive behind why they actually gassed the people, and it's deeper than what we think. And trust me, America uses propaganda against us the same way other countries, North Korea uses propaganda against their people. Right. So when I look at something like the Syria bombing, man, I just don't know. I feel like we should be able to settle our problems without doing all of that.
Right. Well, I mean, it's another country's problems. But I guess the first world looks at it like, well,
what would cause you to gas your people?
I don't know.
Right.
That's what the question that the United States, the UK, and France are asking.
But my thing is,
they're saying,
you realize
what's going on here? This is crazy. Like,
but you realize the United States have done the same thing to our people, right?
Oh, yeah.
They've poisoned us.
Questionable.
They've gassed us. Hell, they still doing crazy shit to us, man. So
I don't doubt that.
Syria didn't come bomb us because
Syria can't. Oh man, Syria.
You know what I'm saying? I'm theoretically, England didn't come bomb us because people in Flint dying from lead in their water.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. And pharmaceutical companies dumping this shit into our drinking water supply. And I mean, dude, we're getting poisoned from all aspects, man.
I don't know, though, but I think that's different. That's a different thing than the government straight up gassing people. Like,
we don't
that's
know
a different
what happened. We don't know exactly. They have been so vague.
There seems to be pretty conclusive.
It seems to be conclusive amongst themselves, but the evidence is showing the people. How much evidence did you guys see of the gassing? I'm not saying that nobody got gassed. Trust me, man. That's
we definitely bombed them in retaliation. I don't know how many people got gassed.
I just feel like it's all orchestrated. If you read...
I don't think so.
What's his name? Albert Pike. If you read that guy, Albert Pike, man, he mapped out all of these wars and he told the things that needed to be put in place for these wars to occur and to maintain population control and control of the people, because once some 9/11 happens and the Twin Towers get bombed, and most people at that point are ready to trade their liberty for security. Benjamin Franklin said anyone who trades liberty for security will lose both of them and doesn't deserve either of them.
That's what these school shooting things. That's
right.
I'm not saying that there shouldn't be some sort of gun reform, but you got to be very careful. And that's what people that are just calling straight out for a ban on guns.
They're retarded.
No, absolutely. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Now you can't defend yourself.
I still think, school shootings aside, the government is 100 times a bigger threat than somebody that walks into the school with a gun. Now, I don't know what the solution to that is, but I know for sure disarming the entire population is not the way to go on that one.
I know we don't usually have those kind of things occur in South Carolina, and really, they didn't start occurring until recent history. When I was young, you never heard of a church shooting or a school shooting. Certain places was sacred ground.
Just like off limits almost.
To everybody.
That's crazy.
To everybody. Look at how much church shooting and stuff. I told you, man, it's the devil, man. The devil's taking over the world, man. I know you might not believe in that, man. Don't have to be religious. You don't have to make it religious. It's got
if you
to be
say, okay, so it's something, you could call it the devil. I would say it's some sort of like
psychosis. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, some sort of shift in society where our views are changing.
Right.
And you could call that the devil. I don't think it's literally like
me neither, because I deal with grammar, so the word devil to me, the word Satan to me just means to rebel. It's just a rebellious soul. So, I mean, regardless of what it is, it's evil. You know what I'm saying?
You know, apparently Satanists don't even believe in the devil. Right. They just believe in the idea of the devil. And
exactly.
The
they believe that they can manifest that into themselves. Right. Aleister Crowley.
But they still do like rituals and satanic shit. So I don't know about all that. That's questionable.
No, that's real though. That's spiritual. That's a whole new video also.
Yeah. So what were we? Okay, Syria. Should they have bombed Syria? Should we even be involved at all? Should we just say, fuck it, deal with it yourself? There you go.
No, you can't say that.
So you think we should be involved in it?
Yeah. I feel it. Listen. I think it's all orchestrated. But if we want to talk like it's a real event happening, like it's a coincidental event happening that we have to react to, then yeah, we need to protect our neighbors. Because I mean, if you're talking about Russia invading or helping the Assad take over, then what happens when they finish there? Then they move over to the next. But the fact of the matter is,
Russia's mad.
But there's no need for Russia to invade the Crimea. There's no reason for Russia to invade the Ukraine. I asked the same question John Lennon asked us. Why, man? Ask your governments. Put all of your governments together. I tell you what if everyone in the military across the world decided that they were going to quit? Boycott the Koreans, the Chinese, the Russians. What if the United States, every military in the world said, you know what, fuck you guys, we're going on strike? What would the government say then?
I don't know. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, no.
But at the same time,
get y'all ass in the ring and fight.
Okay,
fight
so
each other.
the power to destroy the planet is held in the hands of a very few. Right. How many people does it take to launch an arsenal of nuclear missiles? I don't think it takes very many.
One.
Maybe. Well, I think you have the codes, and then you have to send it to the operator. And,
if you're dealing with people with Russia, like the Russians.
If North Korea gets a nuke, it's just one then, pretty much.
Of course. Russia would probably be just one.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Plenty of these places. All the communists, any place with a dictatorship. And I want y'all to know, man, America seems like it's headed towards a dictatorship to me. What do you think?
I don't know. I think we're a long way off, but we're certainly getting closer to it. Because number one, the general population, I think, is, I don't want to say dumb, but they're not informed. They're complacent, right? They're complacent. They're fat, late, and how could you believe? We have so much access to technology and food, and you get relaxed with all that when your back isn't up against the wall. But I don't know. We're getting closer to it.
Right. You know why Rome fell, right?
Yeah.
Rome was just like America, dude.
Right.
Hey, that's what they ended up going and getting complacent, and ended up with a leader that was a dictatorship, and Rome fell. We got to keep the democracy a little bit. Yeah. But let us know what you guys think. Me personally, I think that this whole bombing thing, this whole World War III, Middle Eastern war on terror, there is no such thing as a war on terror. I'm scared of my government, so they're the terrorists to me. I've never seen somebody fly from overseas and bomb me. I'm more scared of a spider that's crawling in my yard than a Muslim coming from Saudi Arabia. How about you? What you think, man?
Man, I don't know if I would say it was a good move if a country says, all right, we're going to gas our own people and we bomb, we say, nope, you're not going to do that, and we just straight up bomb all the facilities they used. It was 3 different bombings, I think, and it was really precise. We worked with other countries. I think it's good. I think it's good we're not doing it alone. If you're against that we should be involved at all, then it's gonna be bad. But personally, I'm okay with this. If you're gonna say as a dictator that or just as a government in general, that we're gonna use really unethical means to kill our people to take control, then I'm okay with us stepping in. So
would you be okay with another government stepping in for what we do to our people? Would you be okay?
Well, they couldn't because we're a superpower.
Exactly. So we just. And
I'm not saying that.
So pretty much what you're saying is we do to people what we do because we could.
Right.
And I don't.
And that's
agree with that.
Because
I call that a.
So we see it like you look into North Korea and you see an atrocity and you go,
we should handle it.
All these people
but what
are
if North
suffering.
Korea look at us and see an atrocity?
Well, they're wrong. We're in a position of intellect and knowledge, and they are absolutely not. So I think we can absolutely make that call.
Our next video needs to be on North Korea.
Everybody's entitled to have an opinion, but it's up to us to say educated opinions are more important than because if you go to a doctor and you go to a random person on the street and you need to have surgery on a tumor that you have, you would rather the doctor do it because the doctor knows what he's talking about, right?
Right.
So we as a people in the first world have progressed to a point where we have a basic understanding of basic human rights. And we say these human rights are good. And we can look at the people in North Korea and say, well, they're not, those human rights are being violated really bad. And we've decided that it's good just because they have the opinion that, we're, fat, corrupt Westerners or however you want to put it. That doesn't mean that opinion's right. And I would go with the more developed society over the less developed one, if that makes sense.
That makes sense, but I got to disagree with you because I personally don't believe that North Korea is an undeveloped country. I don't believe that North Korea is what we propagandaize it to be. Because I've never met a person that's been to North Korea. And one thing that I can say is last year alone, North Korea spent billions of dollars testing nuclear weapons.
Right.
Billions.
You can go to any other country in the world, pretty much except for North Korea. There's not a lot of countries you just straight up cannot go to.
Exactly.
Like you can go to Thailand and just walk around and go look at their Capitol building and talk to the people. But you can't go to North Korea, and that's a problem. You should look at that and go, whoa, there's something wrong there.
Dude, I'm a little bit older than you. I can remember the days where you couldn't go into China. I can remember the days where you couldn't go into Russia. Mm-hmm. When I was young, dude, Russia and America were at total odds with each other. Right. You could have been Eastern Bloc European and wasn't allowed into Russia, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't sleep on North Korea, dude.
So we got way off topic there, but that it is what it is.
It is what it is. Hope y'all enjoy the conversation. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
Like and subscribe. We're gonna have videos every 2 weeks. Every week. Two videos every week. We're gonna try to. So, yeah. Like and subscribe. Share the video. We will catch you guys next time.